Yes, blissful afternoon, beautiful people. So I am on my way. My day is done for my Saturday. My Saturday creating and designing, or my Saturday, I don't even like the word work because I'm a firm believer passion is nowhere near work. But anyway, I'm en route to this master class, this master business or entrepreneur. Anyway, it's a master business class. Networking is my goal, but let's see. I hope that I get so much more. I'm bringing you guys with me. Okay, so let's go to this networking event given by three beautiful local sisters. Well, it's held by three beautiful local sisters that I'm familiar with. I look forward to seeing what they have to offer on this lovely island of Grenada. This would be good for y'all to see too, because if you ever come to Grenada, you're going to need to know what's what, who to hook up with, who your tribe is, which direction your community that you're about to build. Okay, let's see. So yes, beautiful people, I hope you can see me because the sunshine is so bright. We're here at the event that I wanted to share with you guys. This is a mastermind class given by a few local sisters on island, and this has everything to do with building community. No matter what your world is, if you decide to live in another country, it's about building community. So we're here, me and a few sisters I rode with. We're a little early. Hey, love is here. And look, these are some of the sisters that were present at my Earth Day celebration. Hey, goddess. Hey, goddess. I love her. I'm so glad we get to spend some time.
I'm so glad to be here.
Yes. So yes, we're actually up top. You guys get to see what happens anytime you have an opportunity to go to the top of the island, any island really, but we're on the lovely Grenada. Take advantage of that opportunity because this is Grenada from the top. Yes. So we ready to get started. I'll give y'all a little peek for now. Yes, but I just want to share the experience. It sounds like it'll be very, very interesting. The networking should be through the roof, and I'm excited. Chef, can you come over here? This is about to be a powerful evening, guys. Look, all this love, people that are special in my life. I'm going to share bits and pieces with you guys because it's about to get you.
Are abounding there to go to school, and for a lot of years I was always an obedient child. I would always do as I was told. I never had a rebellious spirit. So my mother she had 6 of us in all, and she'd always say and so I had to build up the courage to say to her, Mom, I just don't think this is my path. I'm sorry, I know this is your vision for me, but I need to do something. I don't know what my path is, but I just know I need to figure it out on my own.
And when I first got here, I was my mom's carer. I didn't think about opening any vegan restaurants. I thought about looking for an engineering job, possibly. And then it happened one day where my daughter was sick because she was eating a lot of food that was unhealthy. And so I decided I would make her a burger. And I called it the Promise Burger. And all her friends loved it. So we started having burger parties. And then I put it in IGA and a lot of other stores here. And eventually people wanted me to start making vegan food. So I opened the establishment. And I've been there since December 2023, and actually no, 2022. But I officially opened in August of 2023 because after I rented out the place in Grand Anse, my mom got sick and passed away unfortunately, and it kind of gave me the drive to keep going because she grew me up vegan and she was really into raw foods by the time she was passing away, and I just never looked back. I didn't think about going back to Canada. I never thought about switching careers. I just want to get more elaborate into this and kind of help the people of Grenada because I spent a lot of time in the hospital and I kind of know the emergency state of Grenada, and it's my learn how to shift their actions, their words,
even on a simple level, the idea that many of us maybe started the year with some intentions, or resolutions or goals or whatever, and here we are, a few days from Q2, and where are we? You know, and I think, again, thinking about cycles as business owners, there's a real push towards a growth mindset, but similar to Anessa, I kind of want to play with that a little bit and question, what does growth mean? Like, if we look at nature, what does growth mean? Because what I'm told when I'm back in London, and it's like growth, it's like go, you set your goals and you go and you go and you grow and you grow and you grow. But I haven't come across anything in nature that works that way. It's just not sustainable to continually be heading in one direction and not stopping to pause. So yeah, for me, one of the things that I'm really keen to hear from you about and to share is just the necessity of recognizing the cyclical nature of life, of ourselves, of nature, of our environment, and understanding how aligning with that can be a way to facilitate a much more meaningful, sustainable form of growth.
Well, when we're really successful, and then we start to beat ourselves up when things aren't going well, or we have a certain insecurity, getting up here and speaking, then maybe you might feel a certain way. You know, I feel self-conscious of myself right now. But for me, that's an invitation for me to look inward. Soul business is about looking inward, looking into that deeper aspect of myself. Doing that inner work, that inner navigation. And the more that I do that, the more that the way that I'm being in the world is just different. I don't make myself different, it's just that I start to resonate differently in the world. And that's what I see soul business is. That deeper work that we're all doing on different levels. And just a little bit about myself. I'm here on sabbatical. I came in July for 9 weeks, and I'm still here. We'll talk about that.
Welcome.
Which is really great. I'm here with my parents already for 6 weeks, and I feel really grateful and honoured to be able to say that, and to be still just running around the house with them in their motherland. I've done it many times in the UK, but to be in Grenada, there's something very spiritual about that for me. And you know, a lady said to me the other day, "Are you Grenadian?" And she said, I said, well, I'm born in UK, but my ancestors are all from here. And so she said, "You're a Grenadian."
Yeah.
And I have my Grenada passport.
Yes.
But you know, something that Zoe was also talking about this. I find being in the Caribbean for me, and being in Grenada, that the spirit of Grenada is very soulful. The people of Grenada, I've seen it with my own family and my grandparents, are very, very resilient. And that's what I find what's really powerful when we start to connect to that deeper aspect of ourselves. And myself, when I connect to it, is that the things I thought I couldn't do, I start doing them.
Happen in that course is that when we have someone to blame for something, mommy, daddy, friend, colleagues, work, or whatever, we tend to become very reliant on outward source for approval, for validation, and so forth. So if I do something wrong, I don't take the responsibility. I say, "Oh, my sister caused me to do that," and it caused a very negative effect in my life, rather than me owning up to my mistakes or my bad decisions or bad choices and becoming better, or let's say having a learning experience from that very thing. And in my time of hair care in business, I had to realize that I was also a very strong healer. So I would have clients and customers come in with various issues and dilemmas, and in just speaking to them or singing to them, they would be released or cleared.
And it took me a while, you know, growing up with a grandmother who was always an outside source kind of woman. You know, it took me a while to break off of certain habits that is traditionally taught to us generations, from generation to generation. It took me a while to come to find my higher self, knowing that I am everything and everything is me. That
I know I was going to try and make something up, but now that I'm looking at this, I kind of feel like I might start singing. But
You do stand up. Stand up comedian.
On a serious note, I'm in the business of indulgence, in the business of mindfulness, in relaxation, because I make chocolate. So that's really what I do. I do many other things, but that's probably the thing that most people know me for. And I'm really here to kind of, I guess, push the business to the side a little bit and maybe push the soulfulness a bit more to the forefront. I'm sure these two ladies will concur that the business sometimes takes the front seat in my life quite a bit, so I need to sometimes put my foot on the brake and take stock sometimes, and I feel like this environment might allow me to do so. So yeah, that's me.
Thank you. It's something about this area here because it's a wake-up call. Every time I come to this area, I feel like my grandmother and mother are speaking to me. But basically what I do is just help people shift their mind shift. And I came to Grenada 4 years ago when I was on vacation. Pandemic hit. My mom had a stroke. We couldn't get her out of the country. And she passed away. My grandmother, my 95-year-old grandmother, was here also, and my dad. So during that time, I said, we're packing up and going back to New York. And my dad, the Grenadian that he is, said, Karen, please let me die in my country. I'm going to get through that. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Yes.
My grandmother passed away in January. She got up. She got up to do something in the middle of the night and broke her hip. Once again, healthcare. Granny's gone. Dad, we got to get out of here. No, Karen. My father developed dementia. This is now his beautiful caretaker.
Oh, wonderful.
I've been taking care of my dad for the longest. He developed brief dementia. He was getting up in the middle of the night and looking for my mom. You guys, usually I have a lot of energy, but I don't know, it's something about this location, it does it to me every time. And I just asked God, show me the way. Because my dad has dementia, but he has moments where he says, thank you for taking care of me. Thank you for letting me be in my home. We'll drive up to Guelph, and he'll have this lucid moment where he says, you know, my mom and I, she used to work here. Or I'll bring him to Market Road, what's it called, Market Road? Market Hill, Market Square? Market Hill. And he said, we used to play pencils there, we used to play, you know, all these things. And I sit there and I'm like, you know, God, what are you telling me? Because I'm supposed to be in the States making all this money, and it was coming to me. But then I say, Lord, surround me with the right people that need to be in my life. And being a vision board strategist, I travel all over and I speak greatness into people. But sometimes when you're speaking greatness into people, it bounces back to you.
Ooh, let me take this. I'm going through the, just turned 61.
Where people didn't look like me. She parted the crowd after my dance recital and she said, never let anybody put you under the table and stand up on top of it. And I have been basically living on top of the table and living with intention from the day that she told me that. So I call myself a storyteller, and what I've done to ensure that I can pay my bills is marketing, communications, PR, content creation. But the truth is, I love telling our stories. And because of that guidance from my grandmother, I've never feared anyone who felt they're more superior to me. So I have been living with intention. But what I realized over the last 3 years or 4 years, I haven't been living on purpose. And 3 years ago, I started living on purpose because I lost a young creative I was mentoring.
He had healthcare challenges. He passed away at 27. 27 was the age I moved here. His name was Ryan Mitchell. Talented graphic designer, talented, creative, just a beautiful human, very God-fearing. And before he died, 2 weeks before he died, he told me, Kiki, which is my nickname, I'm finally walking in my purpose. So, in January, I got laid off from my full-time job. I was a marketing and comms director at Six Senses, and that was probably the best gift they could give me. And being in spaces like this and spending my time truly understanding the steps I need to take to live on purpose has been phenomenal over the last 3 months. So I thank you.
Swami. I'm the husband of this beautiful woman right here.
Congratulations.
I'm going to make it a bit short. I'm also a business owner, and I'm also employed at St. George's University, the purchasing and receiving department. I'm a purchasing and receiving clerk. I've been a business owner since 2017. I started a business called Royalty Steam Cleaning. Did that for about 3 years, and something that Zoe said was happening. I was looking at it like just growing and just continue just going. And it's like life just hit me and let me see that it doesn't work like that. When that happened, I didn't know what to do. I had an opportunity to go study, and I took that opportunity. I went to China. I studied business and business for small countries. I did business for about 6 weeks. It's a course, and then I came back to Grenada. When I came back to Grenada, I was looking into like something that ties into what I did, but I was already employed in Sandals as a night auditor. They gave me the time actually to go study. So I was like between two things. Should I start back up the business? Should I continue working? What should I do? The only part that I did not get from him was what I got from school, because I also did agriculture science in school and I got it as a subject. Growing up with my grandparents was not easy, especially like having a broken family. Parents split, my mom and dad was married, and because it was like Kissy said, a teenage pregnancy, which is my older brother and I, my mom had us as teenagers, it kind of drove a big wedge. So my grannies, which drove us to do a lot of negative things, and not negative as in going and do crime, but like in the decisions that you will make conscious mind, like at a conscious level. If you're here right now and you're thinking you wouldn't do it, I made decisions that I regret.
Honesty and the truth. I think truth is something that we always get expanded by, you know, because we all recognize heart and soul, you know, and it's incredibly beautiful. So thank you.
From our godfather's property. People came and just set up shop.
Everything's been so nice. Y'all ain't gonna believe. When I went up there, the camera stopped working. You know when you have to clean your phone? Everybody got to share. When I got up there, it didn't work. So anyway, look, I was just telling this beautiful sister that I got little clips of everybody sharing their experience, different hope, just giving us hope. And when it was my turn, the phone was like, clean your phone, clean your trash out, get your data straight. And I came back and that sucker was off, y'all. I got everybody except for myself.
That's the devil. The devil knew you had a good message to tell.
Isn't it?
And he just wanted to come in. Because you said something real good. You talking about release? Come on now.
Y'all the adversary. That's okay.
Y'all
It's
was
okay.
busy, but guess what?
But guess what? My sisters have my back. Y'all check out this video and just check the little clips out. Just check the little pieces of information. And I promise you, y'all gonna wish y'all can be at the next one, or you can probably make arrangements to be at the next one. Thank you, sister.
And thank you, Tash, for inviting me. What I was going to say, everybody put little pieces, and it's so nice when we could come and share. There's a lot of things bottled here, and we don't know who to speak to. But in little sessions like this, when you could just exhale, this is so good. This young lady, you're extraordinary. Stay like that. And I love your spirit. You say you're free. You speak what is. That's more thing.
She do too.
And people don't like it, but you feel good with yourself. And also what you said is, if you don't like something for yourself, you wouldn't do it to someone else. And this is the way we should go. Love and happiness. Let's continue sharing it. Time going. So, bye.
So grateful. This is my 4th anniversary. Actually, I am the owner of Spice Residential Care. I take care of the elderly.
Okay,
I have
wonderful.
23 children. I call them they're mine. But I've never been this happy. I've done different things. Growing up as a kid, my parents, really quick, my parents took me a lot to visit the elderly. We live in a nice little community, and so that was their entertainment, and so I was brought to different homes. I feel the same way now. My husband had a restaurant for Posisi near the Chateau. I supported his dream, although I enjoyed, but I never felt satisfied. Doing this the last 3 years has been amazing.
Wonderful.
I don't feel I'm working.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wake up on the morning. This is my purpose. I just,
It's your passion, yeah.
I'm just happy getting up every single day, being with them, sharing. I share, and I'm glad you speak about soul. I share all of me. Karen has to ask me to take time. All of me. I just pour. I never stop pouring. I don't feel tired. At the end of the day, I really feel satisfied being able to live my purpose. And one of the things I've learned, someone spoke about letting go. I never thought I would let go of my husband's dream. It was his. But sometimes we allow people to make us feel that, well, this is the right thing to do. You know what makes you feel good inside. It comes from the heart. So that was one of my challenges, you know, saying no to him even when he wanted to get out, and he said, let's get back in, and I said, no, you are not going to make me feel that way anymore. I want to be free, and I'm certainly free to live me, free to be happy.
I'm Winthrop Wilshire, and I have only 13 more years to make my first 100. I love to dance, and I'm passionate about everything. And my mission statement is, my mission is to live a life of joy and passion, and to bring joy into the lives of others while assisting them to heal physically, spiritually, and emotionally. And I want to take this opportunity to thank Tash for having me live in Grenada, because I'm from Trinidad. And 17 years ago, she brought me over here, and I never left. The story is much bigger than that, but that's for another time. I'm a Reiki master. I teach people how to heal themselves with their hands. And I have introduced Reiki to Jamaica, several Reiki students in Jamaica, several medical doctors. My wife was due to have both her breasts cut off in 2011, but the doctor called her and says, I'm so sorry, my wife has an accident in Miami, I have to go away. In 2 weeks' time when I come back, we have to reschedule the operation. She cried. I gave her Reiki, and when he came back, she had no breast cancer. I still have her 2 breasts to play with.
100. You still playing with breasts, huh? That's what I say. I ain't never stop. I heard that. I ain't never stopped. Never.
Like family, I'm attached to you. I teach chemistry, and I'm passionate about chemistry. I'm passionate about Reiki. I'm passionate about cricket. And I told I'm passioned about dancing. I'm playing music and I'm on the floor. I told Tash that after the first half hour, I got my $60 worth. So thank you.
For real, I got mine too.
Best till last.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Winthrop.
Sorry.
You forgot.
I forget to advertise GAP, the Grenada Association of Retired Persons. Anybody here know about GAP? Raise your hand. What? Okay, so the ones that don't know about GAP, it's an organization that we lobby for seniors. But we lime a lot, eh? So we are nobody old.
That's right.
We come to live.